What if I told you there's a marketing strategy so powerful that people will literally line up to help you succeed? And it involves interviewing the guy who's been flipping burgers at the same diner since 1987. I'm Alex Volare, and today I'm sharing the local hero spotlight strategy that'll have your entire town rooting for you like you're running for mayor. So if you are struggling with any of this that I talk about and you'd like my help and direct support for free, click the link in the description and we can talk about taking your business to the next level. While your competition is spending thousands on Facebook ads that people just scroll right past, you're about to become the one agent who makes people famous. And trust me, famous people remember who made them famous. Here's what I discovered. After, doing this for 11 plus years, nobody cares about your, listing photos. Yeah, they're nice, but everyone cares about Bob from the hardware store who remembers their dad's name and still fixes lawnmowers for free. Think about it. When was the last time you got excited about seeing another just sold post or, a just listed post? Never, right? But when someone spotlights a crossing guard who's been keeping kids safe for 20 years, suddenly everyone's sharing, commenting, and crying happy tears. It's like celebrities are, McDonald's. Local heroes are your grandmother's cooking. Both will fill you up, but only one makes you feel something true. And here's the beautiful part. While other agents are fighting over the same, tired marketing strategies, you're creating an army of people who genuinely love you because you made them feel special. So plus, let's be honest, most local heroes have been waiting their whole lives for someone to notice them, and you show up with a camera and suddenly you're the favorite person in the world. So here's the local hero strategy. Let me break down exactly how this works because it's more simple than you think and more powerful than you can imagine. First thing you're going to do is you need to go find a hero, and they're everywhere. If you know one, then great. But if not, here's where to look. The obvious ones are easy. Longtime business owners, volunteer firefighters, teachers, everyone loves. But here's where it gets interesting. Some of the best hero spotlights have been the mailman who, decorates his truck for every holiday, or the grocery store clerk who remembers everyone's kids' names, or the crossing guard who does magic tricks while stopping traffic, the barista who draws, little smiley faces on everyone's coffee, or maybe it's the guy who's been cutting hair, or the guy maybe who cuts lawns and does that for 30 years and won't take any money. The more odd, the better. I once spotlighted a woman who crochets little sweaters for fire hydrants, and that video got more engagement than anything I'd ever posted. And so here's the approach. Now, you can't just walk up to someone with a camera and say, "You're my hero." Well, that's just not going to work. So that's how you end up on, the evening news for all the wrong reasons. Here's my, foolproof approach. I say something like this, like, "Hi, I'm Alex. I'm a local realtor, and I'm doing a series celebrating the people who make our community special. I've noticed something specific about them, and I think our neighbors would love to hear your story. Would you be interested?" And 9 times out of 10, they'll say yes. The 10th time, they'll probably are having a bad day, and you'll get them eventually. But either way, move on. So here's the interview part. This isn't 60 minutes. You don't need to be Barbara Walters with crazy good questions. Just keep it simple. Like, how long have you been doing this? What do you love most about it? What's the funniest thing you've ever seen in our community? What would you want people to know about our community? The magic happens when you let them talk and just let them go. Let them just keep on going. People have amazing stories if you just shut up and listen. And so now you might be wondering, like, how do I produce this thing? What do I shoot it on? Do I got to get a videographer? You don't need a Hollywood budget. Your phone, good lighting, and maybe a cheap, lapel mic or something from Amazon. It's like $20-$30. That's it. But here's the secret sauce. Make it about them, not you. Your logo should be, tiny. Your face should barely be in it. This is their moment to shine. Keep it short, 2 to 3 minutes max. People's attention spans are shorter than a goldfish having an anxiety attack these days because of, doom scrolling or whatever. But these are the unexpected benefits. So let me tell you what happens when you start doing this on a consistent basis. It's better than any marketing strategy that I've ever seen. They become your biggest fans. These people don't just appreciate what you did, they become evangelists, and they'll, tell everyone about the nice realtor who made the video about me. They share your content. They refer their friends. They basically become your unpaid marketing team. I had one hero, a guy who ran a small engine repair shop, who mentioned my name to every customer for 6 months straight. That's dedication, man, and you can't buy that. The community rallies around you. Here's what's wild. When you spotlight a local hero, the whole community starts like associating you with a good vibe. You become the agent who celebrates people, who notices the little things, who makes people feel valued. I've had people call me just to suggest their next door neighbor for a spotlight, and they're literally helping me create my content. It's like having a whole town working as your research department. Here's how you stand out. You stand out every time and be above every other agent. So while everyone else is, posting the same boring generic listing photos and generic market updates, you're creating content that people actually want to watch. So content that makes them feel good, content that they share with their friends. Like, trust me, nobody's sharing your 3-bedroom, 2-bath with granite countertops post, but they'll absolutely share the story of the librarian who's been reading to kids for 40 years. This is the unexpected bonus, is you become genuinely knowledgeable about your area, and not just the real estate market, but the heart and soul of the community where you do business. When clients ask you about the neighborhood, you don't just know schools and shopping, you know the people who make it special. And so here's the do's and the don'ts, so you don't mess it up like I did for gosh knows how long. I'll save you a lot of time here. So here's some of the do's. Ask permission before you film, obviously. Focus on their story, not yours, not your business. Keep it positive and keep it uplifting. Share the video with them first. Thank them publicly when it gets engagement. And so now some of the don'ts. So do not make it about you. Use it as a sales pitch, or don't post without their approval. And don't forget to follow up and maintain that relationship. That's one of the biggest keys, I think, to this entire little strategy here, because they might buy a house as well, and you don't want to just neglect them. And here's the most important don't be fake. If you're only doing this as a marketing tactic, people will smell it, and they'll smell the inauthenticity from a mile away. You have to be genuine about this and celebrate these people. If we want to go a little more advanced, so local hero tactics, once you get comfortable with the basic, hero spotlights, here are some advanced moves you can do. So the series approach is like creating a themed series, like My Hometown Heroes, Unsung Champions, or Community Cornerstones. This gives you endless content and people to start appreciating the next episode. And then maybe you can do something like the collaboration partner with local businesses to sponsor the videos. They get mentioned, you get funded, and all of a sudden your production goes up, the heroes get a gift card, everyone wins. It's really endless. The event tie-in, spotlight heroes related to community events. So during, back to school season, you can feature teachers. During holidays, spotlight the people that decorate the town, the town workers. Or during local festivals, find the volunteers who make it happen. The multi-platform strategy, turn one hero spotlight into multiple pieces of content. Full video for YouTube, shortened versions for Instagram, quoted graphics for Facebook, behind the scenes stories for your newsletter, things like that. So here's kind of an implementation strategy, and here's how to roll this out without overwhelming yourself. So month 1, you're going to find a spotlight, maybe 4 heroes, 1 per week. Month 2, start building your themed series like we just talked about. Month 3, you're going to add collaborations with local businesses. Month 4, you create a hero highlight event or meetups. The key is consistency, 1 hero per week, every week, and you don't stop. Before you know it, you'll have spotlighted 50 plus local heroes, and every single one of them will be singing your praises to all the people they know and they come across. And let's face it, they're in the community, they know a lot of people. And here's the beautiful thing. This strategy works even between, when you combined it with AI automation. So use AI to help you write the interview questions, create the social media posts, and have them kind of summarize the whole about each hero to generate the follow-up content that you need to continue this process. The heroes provide the heart. AI handles the efficiency. And so look, every agent can post listing photos. Every agent can share market stats. But how many agents are out there making people feel like celebrities in their own hometown? The agents in, my community here at EXP and the group that I'm a part of, the Wolfpack, they're not just selling houses. They're becoming community influencers. Let's just say what it is. And so if you're struggling on how you can implement this in your own business and you'd like my direct help and support for free, click the link in the description and we can talk about taking your business to the next level. And hey, hit the subscribe button if this has inspired you at all to take your business to the next level. But hey, I can't wait to see you on the next video.